Okay, give me 2 seconds. I probably should have done this before the stream, but there we go, door shut. Right, welcome, new series. This time we're going to be playing through Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes game. I mean, I've played a little bit before this, and so the way I'm going to do this is it works by you pick up the clues, you come to the end, and then you try and reveal who the bad guy is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play all the way up to the end, and then I'm going to let you guys decide who we accuse based on the clues that you see throughout the game. But here goes nothing then. Oh, that music was catchy and fun. Anyway, moving on to the fate of Black Peter. So in case you haven't guessed, it's obviously Sherlock Holmes. You're going to go and find out what you're going to find out who killed who and who did what and yada 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 yada. It's a bit of a strange game. It's sort of like you have like maybe 4 or 5 different areas per mystery that you can go to, and like there's a huge like little travel loading cutscene in the middle. So it means a lot of filler. Sorry guys, but I'm just gonna have to babble at points while the game does stuff like this. Loading. A. Go on, see, look, it says it's loaded and then you press A and it's just still loading. Here we go. Woohoo. So, it seems Sherlock is a bit of a madman, shooting bullets while blindfolded, because apparently we seem to think that a chair is going to cover us, and a table, which has a strangely scary bear rug next to it. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, because the thing you're going to take cover next to is the person who's shooting the pistol bullets blindly into thin air. It's exactly what you're going to do. Sometimes game logic worries me. It worries me beyond all recognition.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only
She seems
exercise I've
annoyed.
had all week. A grateful client
Exercise.
sent me the vase collection this morning.
Oh,
I couldn't think
if
of a
only
better
exercise
use
was
for it.
actually
You're out
classed
of your
as
mind.
blindfolded and
I
shooting
missed 4
vases.
out of 10.
Given you
would
were
be-
blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a
That would be
try?
so much more fun if
Am
you
I
could just
the only sane
blindfold
one
yourself
here?
and shoot things for
I suppose that
exercise.
Watson is right, Inspector. A
Probably
little
the thinnest
brainwork
person
would be
around.
preferable now. Do please tell us
do
more
it constantly.
about Black Peter.
But yeah,
Peter
anyway.
Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much
I'm not even
success
gonna try
in
and mimic
seal
their
and whale
accents.
hunting around
Do an
Scandinavia.
absolutely horrific job.
Retired in 1884 with a small
Absolutely horrific.
fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
No.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious
What?
that I would prefer you to join me down there.
It's either begun or it
Give
hasn't
me
begun.
half an hour to
It's obviously
prepare,
begun,
Inspector.
otherwise you wouldn't know that the guy is
Take
dead.
your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Merry Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you
No.
at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
People
I
will
should
probably
have Mrs.
shoot
Hudson
me
here.
if
I
they
also have several
watch Sherlock
appointments that I must
Holmes
keep
or
this
they've read the
afternoon.
books or anything.
I shall go
I
alone then.
don't know who the merry men are, and I'm probably gonna get shot by somebody for that in the comments. But yeah, actually, wait. While I'm here, there is an achievement in this game to interact with the doggy in every single mystery. So, where'd the doggy? Wait, what? The dog? No, the dog's usually there. Where'd Toby go? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, let's have a look around
You
here.
go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Watson's unhappy.
What a mess! What a terrible mess!
Yeah. Mrs. Hudson's also really unhappy. I can't walk anywhere.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Apparently so. Someone through the telescope. See what's through it. I was not expecting that. Let's just leave that and never ever go there again for as long as we shall live. Anyway, on up. So, task we have to complete. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. I never would have guessed that one. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. I'm guessing that we have to start that. I say I'm guessing. I know I've done this before. Just... Nobody tells it's been a long week for me. So we'll go here, we'll go to his wardrobe, we'll open his wardrobe up. And looky here. We have a bunch of options. So... morning gown, sailor outfit, unbuttoned shirt, casual suit, black suit, brown suit, green suit. I wish it was more like the Riddler from the Batman games. Grey suit, light suit, stuff it. Let's go with green suit. I like the Riddler, so we'll just pick green suit. That will do. That'll do nicely. Wonderful. Excellent. Open it up. Now let's go join Lestrade. And let me there we go. Open the door. So, we're gonna go to Woodman's Lee. While it's doing this, I'm gonna take a quick break for 30 seconds just to pop out. And there we go. Isn't it? Obviously, for those who were watching the video, it doesn't actually look like that. I probably should just left the video up and running. But I was replying to him text message, so kind of a bit rude of me, but hey ho, you know how it is. Anyway. Ooh, it's all grim and
Mr. Holmes,
foreboding.
I'm over here. Come on.
He's over there. You have that one little patch of light in your hair. That's weird. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, that's pretty cool. They've actually taken like photographs of like the controller and done that. Unless it's a 3D representation. If that's a 3D representation, that's a very good 3D representation. Policeman.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, he only says that. Boring.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
The garden was very well maintained. Yada yada yada.
Mr. Holmes?
Wait. So,
Mr. Holmes?
yeah, that's one sort of bad point I have about this game, is that the policemen, all the different policemen only say the exact same thing. They all just simply say
Inspector
Mr.
Lestrade, when
Holmes
will you remove my husband's body?
in their shitty little
Just leave him here like this.
British
As
accent.
soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
He's the cleverest man.
My condolences,
Well, the
Mrs.
cleverest
Carey.
detective around.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
It makes me wonder, because you never really hear much about his backstory other than the fact that he was in a well-off family and suddenly he's like super special and super awesome at everything.
Madam, can you tell me
Well,
if
as far
you
as I'm
saw
aware.
or heard anything unusual upon the night of the
Oh,
murder?
good question.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Who screams when they're drunk? Just... Yes, I'm just going to... No, I probably shouldn't do that. There's other people in the house.
Can you
Just sound
please
like a
tell
madman.
me what occurred on the evening
Anyway.
of the murder?
Well,
God.
Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
If only that was the real world.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite
Another
an
thing to say
isolated
about your
life
husband.
here after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
So, obviously you do the questioning, you find out things. This is like a profiling. So you've got this little cursor, you move it around people and what have you. And you use the buttons to move through the character. So, for example, look. Hey, look, this is something about her personality. It's a cameo. Wonderful. I don't even know what a cameo is. You know, it goes through, goes around, goes around. She's got a cross on her hand. Catholic rosary. Wonderful. It goes up, and each of these things allows you to sort of find... It did. Oh god, I'm so immature. But each of these things eventually allow you to find out more stuff with regards to like parts of the murder. Sometimes it'll help you, like you can, you
have
can
indeed
do it.
suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey.
And
Nevertheless, I
something you
believe
find
it
out
will
from
be less of a
these
burden
later
for
on
you soon.
helps you within
Yes.
questioning.
Life with
When you're
Peter was
questioning
never
suspects
easy,
and what have you,
but he
you might
was
get like
still
an
my
extra
husband.
question because you
He
bothered
was
to do a
different,
profile of them.
wasn't he, when you
It's
first
a
met
pretty
him
cool
on
mechanic,
your
but it's just
return
like-
from Plymouth?
I don't know. There's
Yes,
a part of
Mr.
you that's a bit like,
Oh my goodness, but how do you know
Oh.
about that?
well, in their backstory. How do we know about something? I know this one. It is pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of
Look how
Santiago
happy
de
about remembering what I
Compostela
already
when you
did.
were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand.
Oh
The
god,
shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth.
this is just. Oh dear God, right.
I believe
Sorry about
that
that,
you
something
met
happened.
Peter Carey as a young
But anyway.
sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
See, he's able to figure it out just by speaking to her. It's like, just all he did was speak to her, ask her about stuff, and suddenly he knows her life story. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. Anyway, can we examine crap? Is there anything more to examine? Can we examine this police officer? Ooh, what's this thing? Oh, stone pathway. Land around the stone pathway. Ooh, footprints. Ooh, we could examine the footprints.
These footprints
So,
appear
by
to be quite
using
large.
like vision from Assassin's Creed, the other one's like a clue vision thing. So you got this one, and then you got this one. Like they both reveal different things, but it's just it's a strange mechanic because they reveal different things, even though they both do sort of the same thing. I'm describing that really badly,
Peter
aren't I?
Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch it.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so
The
this is
door
cabin
is
as well. I'm able to
locked.
show you the difference.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
So much corny British stuff. You can see the scratches right there.
These scratches are fresh.
It's annoying because I live in
You're
England.
right.
And
Someone tried to force open the door.
they have this posh
I
British
swear these
accent that
scratches
I
were not
can't
here
do,
yesterday.
and it's
Now,
annoying
mysterious
because they should be
visitor
able to do
came
it.
here last night.
Oh
Well,
God.
he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
He did not have the right tool, namely the key. Yeah, the key that's usually what's used to open and close locked doors. So this is where we find the body. I warn you, it's a little bit how do I? Yeah.
What a terrible way to
It's
die.
not as gruesome as some games I've seen, but you know, it's not exactly the nicest, shall we say? So what I was saying before about
The tooth of a spur.
shut up, I don't care. Right. What I was saying before is, so for example here, you do this shelf, suspiciously empty space, outline in the dust.
This
So
place
examine
is
this.
not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf.
Yep.
An object was taken from here. It
Okay,
was
so
larger
listen
than
what
a
happens in the LB.
box
So
or
there's LB and
small
RB. RB
chest,
is the one that I was
perhaps.
using before, where it allowed me to examine like the footprints and stuff like that. If you do LB, it does this, where it like reconstructs objects that were once there. So it's pretty cool. So just have a little look around the
ship's
room first.
logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Does he say stuff without?
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Okay, so oh god, I don't know what happened there. So basically, it's him talking to himself in his head. That's a nice little word.
Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Because I'm totally able to steal, you know, someone's boots or
Old
nothing.
navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
I found them interesting. Sea
The
Unicorn.
Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
I want to examine him last because other things are more interesting to me.
Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum. A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Yep, why not? Dulls the pain, eh?
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is Peter Carey's pouch. The thing is, I've done this before and I don't remember it. So, like, really bad. Should we just tip his tobacco out? This is some magic tobacco, you can't pour it out. But
This
Right.
aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
this took me forever to figure out. So, you're able to move things, right? So you can rotate around and look at things at like different angles and what have you. And it's a really cool little concept. Minus one small thing. Which is the fact that this is the single most annoying thing in the world to figure out and line up. Because it's no. It is such a pain in the rear end to just figure out. So if we just... So it's obviously these two middle bits line up, right? And that much is obvious. But it's a matter of finding out where they line up perfectly enough. Like there. That seems to be the right place to me, anyway. But you see then, even if I take this, look. Oh wait, this can be moved back and forward. So that moves back and forward. So I'm guessing this line's up here. This is... No, because this is the tip of the ship. This is like the front. Which can only be found if I do it this way. So it's a... Ah, it's a sinking ship. I got it. Aha. I got it now. It's a sinking ship. He's not making out of this alive. Uh-huh.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
All of that work for that. Yeah, well, I'm done. I'm just gonna... Nah, I'm joking. That is ridiculous, though. He's not even gonna help. Right, what should we... let's go from top down. Why not? Let's examine his face.
Yet he still looks strong.
Sure.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force blow was immense.
Sounds good. Pool of blood. Knife.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body.
Congratulations, Mr. Sherlock.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
You have no proof of that. You have no fingerprints, no nothing like that. Notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
How come everybody seems to have a custom notebook and stuff?
The blood stain indicates that
in
the
these
notebook
games?
was not
It's just
lying
annoying.
on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, so we just opened a notebook. Sorry, my brother's asking me a question. Something to do with the PCs, and then... Got none. Yes?
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Anyway, back to straight. Ooh, okay, so part number 1, right? So you see this little symbol in the top right, the big Y. Okay, so if we... It brings up this magical thing, okay? So, here we have all our clues, right? So there's 3 possibilities. I mean, I'm going to lose an achievement for this, but there's 3 possibilities, okay? No, wait, that's wrong. Let's try that again. There's 2 possibilities. Either you're right in matching up 2 clues, or you're wrong. Okay? So obviously you pick a clue. So, for example, I know which 2 are wrong. We'll go break-in attempts, and we'll go no gardener. We know that's not right, okay? So it does this, it tells me that's wrong, okay? And if I do... Go away. I don't want break attempts. I want notebook. There we go. Notebook and no gardener. Obviously wrong. But when you get it right, you get yay, and you get listing. This is supposed to be like the inside of his brain and him working it out. An ambush. Ooh, attack, make an ambush. An ambush supposed to be tonight to see if the break-in will be repeated. Spoiler, you can probably guess
Someone was here yesterday.
that it
They
probably
attempted to force
is.
the door to gain.
Because, you know, why else would it give you that task if he wasn't going to try it? Ooh, there's a map. That.
It seems that the Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
What? He pronounced that W way, that H far too much. It's a whaling map. Not a whaling map. A whale. Away.
Well, Mr. Holmes,
Away.
what do you think?
I think that we are lucky,
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
So the animations are a little bit odd, should we say? Like, I understand this is an indie game, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the detail put into the characters is quite immense, but it seems a little almost I don't want to say mannequin, but like, you know,
This looks
robotic.
like the perfect hiding place.
Yeah, this is what annoys me. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. I thought I had to go back and speak to him again and tell him exactly where I wanted him to do the hiding spot. So, I don't know how long this has been going for. What I'll probably do is, you do this, spoiler for this bit, you arrest a guy, we go in and question him. Once I've done that, I think I'm going to call it a part. I think I'm going to call it part 1. Simply because then I've shown you all the mechanics and it keeps the video short enough. I hope. Oh god. Anyway. So it's just hiding. Be quiet. Shh. They're hiding. Oh. They're waiting.
Shh. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that at all. Your whisper was surprisingly loud.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be
Yes.
right behind you.
Because you speak in a reasonably loud
Hold it right there.
tone in order to not let the culprit know that you're actually right there. Hello.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
What is
The
it with coppers
detectives,
and
I
guns?
suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but I... Yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this.
K.H.
Off we go to the yard.
John
Tomorrow,
Hopley
I'll say that
Nelligan.
you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector.
He
But
says that
please
his
don't be
coming
too hard on our young
was
fellow. I would like to
like
question him tomorrow morning.
unnecessary. But it was you who found out. Well, say it was you who talked to the wife, who went down, who searched the cabin, and it was you who realised that the guy was going to come back. So, just to be fair, this makes the British police look so stupid. Like the scratches, ambush, that kind of stuff. But well, it depends on which perspective you look at it. Anyway, this is the loading screen I was telling you about. The magical loading screen that takes forever a day. And then you'll continue, and it still continues to load, because games apparently need double loading screens these days. Do you remember what I was saying before? Look, copper.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, he's got that. And if we go to another copper... Oh, wait. Another copper who's actually going to speak to us.
Can I help you?
I'm sitting on
Good
the
morning,
desk.
Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Oh.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I found a police officer who says something
At
different.
your service, Mr. Holmes.
He's still got the Mr. Holmes in it though.
Mr. Holmes?
See? Miss Holmes. Let's go into evidence, because evidence is a cage and a door that you can just walk right
These
into.
are the suspect's belongings. The notebook,
Notebook.
that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Woo.
A pocket knife. It was
Pocket
used to
knife.
force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Well, it tried. It didn't exactly work.
A handkerchief with the initials
JHN. Ring. So, I don't know if many of you used a Lord of the Rings songs, but as you can probably guess, they're precious. See?
From R. Dawson. To my
To
friend,
my friend and
and
partner.
partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps
Perhaps
my
my archive holds the
answer.
answers. Oh yeah, I forgot there's another mechanic. Okay, maybe I'll have to go back to the archives first before I cut this off. Yeah, let's walk down here. Yeah, da 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 da. Door. So walk in. This is interrogation. Speak to John Nelligan, who looks surprisingly like the Joker there for a second. Quite pale, purple suit. Very strange. So, see how we have gold ring, sea knife, notebook. So if we do a little bit of an inspection on them, shabby cap, and we do a little bit of a search, the patch, the expensive fabric, the fancy buttons, sorry, elaborate buttons, because short sleeves, blisters, scars on his hands, and what was the other one? I seem to have lost it. What am I missing? Missing something. Short sleeves, calluses, scars. What on earth could I be missing? I'm sure it's like missing button or something. Huh? It's got thin neck. Bit strange, but sure. Oh, okay, I don't have any more options, but like, so let's
Does this
question about
notebook
notebook.
belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
What?
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Ooh, so threatening.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Really, really
The
innocent.
police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
I disagree. And the reason I'll tell you is it's his father's jacket. Right? Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. But it is still his father's jacket.
The
And-
police.
I
Yes,
didn't steal
we'll
it
skip
from
this.
anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Right. I got that wrong. It is the ring's engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Maybe he married young. Rings.
So, Mr.
That's the one.
Nelligan, who
Rings
is
on
the
there.
true owner of the
This
ring?
is the one where it's father's
The
jacket.
ring is mine.
This is the one where it's father's jacket.
No,
See?
Mr. Nelligan. I
Boom.
believe that the ring had belonged to
I knew it
your
was one of these
father.
two.
Oh,
I just got the wrong one.
But how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is
Wow.
ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else. Most probably your father.
Nice way to sort of shoot
With
someone
your
down.
father gone and taking with
You
him
sort of
the
just turn around and go,
family's wealth,
hey,
as a little boy,
kitty,
you had
you're
to
poor.
find yourself a manual job.
This isn't
And it
yours.
was most
Mwahaha.
probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell.
Yeah,
from the
because you
scars.
immediately go to cleaning fish.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Yes, because Mr. Holmes is so
Well,
very, very
I
good.
will see you soon, young man.
Ooh, we have another possible thing. Mwahaha. No Garner Swift action. Nelligan's notebooks. Could be attempted with break-in attempts. Who are they? That's the question. The break-in attempts from A to thingy, underlined or cut. Yep, blah. Wonderful. So, are there any other clues that we can push together? What do you think? Swift Hudson break-in attempts? Nope. No gardener? Nope. Break-in attempts, no gardener. We know that's not right, so. Right. So.
Please, let me go.
No. Go away. Shut up. I don't care. Thank you. Moving on, yada yada. These other rooms do come into useful later, but not for the time being. We'll just have one last little cutscene as we go back to Baker Street, and then I'm going to show you how to use the archives, and then I'm going to pet the dog if he's back home, and I'm going to call it a part. Maybe? We'll see how we feel at the end of this. But I am on a complete and utter roll. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. I should probably put some actual music in here. I should probably do some editing or something and actually put some music in there. The doggy's back! Yay, Toby! No, so here's the archives. So you see, so search for Dawson 1886. So, 1886, let's go to 1886. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing in here to do with.
That is not the one I need.
See? It tells you off if you. But. No, I do not want to exit. 18. It's been a long day because I picked the wrong thing. Dawson Nelligan, there we go, Dawson. So Dawson Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt, Nelligan missing. Dawson Nelligan. Basically these were banking people and one of them just sort of vanished.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Look at that nose. That nose is majestic. Yeah. So before we go any further, because there's no other mechanics in this episode, I'm just going to go and...
Brave Toby. The best
Toby?
nose in the British Empire.
I'd like to call this an episode. And, you know, guys, I'd like to say thank you for watching. I hope that you'll come back for the next part. If not, still, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.